We're live. What's good, everybody? It's May 1st. It's May 1st, 8:30 p.m. That means it's time for Fill in the Blanks. And this week we're doing Void Rivals, and we are going to be back in 30 seconds.
Day. Where are the heroes? Soon as they get here, everything will be alright. I need a hero. Someone superhuman who can come and save my life. Crisis after crisis.
All right. What is good, everybody? As I said, it's Fill in the Blanks. I am here with C-Bizzle. I'm here with Green Shirt Guy. They are both drawing right now. Whoops. There we go. As you can see, we are doing Void Rivals this week. And let me move this here. Void Rivals came out a little bit over a year ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We
We're what episode? They're issue 18, so yeah, a year and a half. Well,
yeah, I think that 19 came out this week.
was it 19? I thought it was 18 or something.
Yeah, it might have been 18. It's something like that.
I got it somewhere.
I got
This pile behind.
There we go. Yeah, I had to turn that music down some. So this was like the first, like Image got the IP rights for G.I. Joe and Transformers.
Mm-hmm.
And this was like the first title, and it's written by Robert Kirkman from Walking Dead.
Yep.
You know, I think it's his like famous role. But they got the G.I. Joe and Transformers. And a lot of people think like our generation's like nostalgic for these those two like franchises, and I don't feel at this point we're really nostalgic for them, as I feel like every generation's going to have its certain like cartoon characters and comic characters come out that like stick. And I think G.I. Joe and Transformers are like Generation X's, and Masters of the Universe too. Because I was personally, I was a little bit more into Masters of the Universe than G.I. Joe and Transformers. But yeah, just huff and puff at me.
I'm just trying to think.
I think I was Transformers then.
When I was in elementary school, like 3rd to 6th grade, I was heavy G.I. Joe.
Okay.
Like I did watch Transformers, don't get me wrong, but I was heavy G.I. Joe.
Yeah.
So
I was Transformers.
So, and I could see it, like, and they both those franchises stuck around. So I feel like those are like some of our cartoon characters, and I feel like I draw the line around the time Pokemon. Like Pokemon belongs to like the next generation for the most part.
Yeah.
I think maybe too, because at least for me, I had more G.I. Joes. Or had more figurines because they cost less. You know what I mean? Whereas
they did cost less.
Even then were still fairly expensive. You can get one of them like three Joes.
Cousin was heavily into G.I. Joe, and as we got like a little bit older, like we set fire to our G.I. Joe, like
Oh my.
Yeah, it was like we did not like really keep our toys in good condition because we played with them to death. Like, so the nice 2-page.
We were going to collect them. It was definitely play with it now.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I think those are like you know what, and like the next generation has like Avatar, and Avatar is going to stick around forever.
Yeah.
Maybe. No, he got a Netflix show just a year ago, like live action. He's going to be around.
Yeah.
So, but Void Rivals is also like new characters, and this was the one that set off the Energon universe.
Yep.
And that they're basically like two alien, like they think they're alien races at war. Really, like both race is just like a piece of like the puzzle.
Mhm.
And they're stranded on this planet, and like they got to help each other to kind of get off the planet. And it's kind of like mind blowing when like Jetfire shows up toward the end of that first issue.
Yeah.
That first issue was so fire that so many people went and trying to find that first print.
So I have it.
I have it.
I have it too.
So
Let's calm down now. You should still be able to find it for fairly inexpensive right now.
Maybe.
yeah.
Until it
And
gets-
if you get a raw, get a raw. Like,
Raw.
but there's so many printings of it too.
yeah.
Just ask Sam.
And yeah, they finally like they take their masks off and like look, we're the same. Like that was
Yeah.
I kind of seen that coming.
Yeah.
Yeah. Except for their jewels are different.
Yeah. That's the only
Yup.
difference between the two.
The sacred ring.
By the way,
Uh.
it's not gonna be. It is May.
It is May. It's May. So what's up, Christina Payne, Hoffrey Castro, Sean the Boom Addict, and Joseph Michaels are all here. Thanks for
Hold on.
checking out. It's already May. Yeah, we're here. The Agorians and the Zertonians. So, and like the jewels go together. It's an interesting concept. And one of the things I like about the way they're doing this is there's the stuff in the Energon universe that's happening on Earth, which is like your GI Joe and Transformers.
Right.
And there's this that's happening in the void of space.
Right.
Yes.
Well, and I mean, I'm a couple issues behind, but we still don't know if the timelines line up, right?
No, we don't. I don't think we know yet.
Right. So
Yeah,
this
we
could
don't-
be before. This could be after. We don't. We still don't really even know.
Yeah, we don't really know. The only thing I'm like a little bit wondering now is is Cobra Commander in this universe like an alien?
Yeah, that'd be interesting.
Oh.
Like you know what? I was reading
Yeah.
not the current issue, but the issue before they mentioned like Cobra La, and I'm
Yeah.
just like, wait, is he?
Is Cobra Commander gonna show up?
Yeah,
Because we don't know. Now, I'm not well versed on the GI Joe lore. Do we know how old Cobra Commander is?
not in like the new one. No, he's
Yeah.
very a mysterious character.
Yeah.
So he's very mysterious, and
Well, and that's the thing with this. What's nice with the Energon universe is it's not a reboot per se. It's kind of like it falls in with what we know from before, but you don't know exactly where we are.
Yeah.
yeah. There's like a lot of new stuff with just like a little bit of like the old stuff, and it's been very enjoyable. Now that we're like, how do you guys when this came out? I thought this came out as fire. How do you guys feel about that now that we're 18 issues in? I mean, I'm still getting them. I'm still getting them.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not sure if it's like quite the fire as it once was when it came out, but it's still very good.
Yeah, I agree with that. I still buy it. I still feel that it is a good title. A good title to read. The story is still great. I want to still learn more about these aliens, and learn more about what's actually going on in this universe. And I'm glad that it's not like every issue has something to do with Transformers.
Right.
Yeah.
I want to know more about what's going on. Like that main villain, what is his name? The one that always trying to track him right there.
Oh, okay.
That guy. I'd like to know more about him.
Oh, the guy they
And-
sent after him.
Yeah. But I'm gonna go back, and funny enough, even though I have a huge reading pile,
Yeah.
I still want to go back and reread from the beginning, just so I could get a better grasp. Because I can understand why some people will buy trade paperbacks so they can sit down and just breeze through it. But I still like to get the monthly floppies. So I'm still gonna go back and reread all these because that's the purpose of me buying them. I'm not just buying them just to read them and then just put them away and not touch them again. I want to go back and reread these.
I like how they locked like him up, and then like they asked her, like, "Did you guys see each other's face?" And they just like they knew she was lying. So they locked her up too.
Like almost instantly. Like,
Yeah. Like like we know. And not that, but they knew like the answer. Like, all right, they've seen each other's face. Like,
yeah,
which is a problem only for the leadership because none of the lay people know the secret.
yeah,
that they're basically the same. Not almost an alien race, but it might be the same alien race.
I think they're kind of like, even though they're not like the same, they're like the same race. Yeah.
I mean, they more or less are. They probably were at one point.
Yeah.
And then, they live on separate planets, and now do they live on separate planets on purpose, or did they?
Yeah. True.
Really, really cool 2-page spread.
Yeah. Yeah. And once again, I want to say Robert Kirkman is doing an excellent job writing this.
Oh, yeah.
If Robert Kirkman does anything well, which, I mean, this is duh to say because he is a great writer, is he paces his books perfectly.
Yes.
So, like, you get to the end, you're like, every single time you're like, you just got to where you think you know something, and then you get that cliffhanger every issue.
Yeah.
Like, it's at the perfect time, too.
Yep.
I did not put the pig guy on my cover.
No, not the big guy. I think he's right out of the Transformers cartoon.
Yes, I'm actually. That is what my cover is. It's just him.
Close up, just his snout.
Just as you'll see his snout. Not that close up. Though.
Again, like some of these 2-page spreads for Void Rivals are very like spacey, very good. Like both like this, bam.
Lorenzo D. Is it Felici?
Oh, it was, it's Lorenzo Di Felici. Yep.
Okay. I like his artwork. I like the way he draws these characters. I like the way he draws the Transformers.
It's interesting because they're not super detailed, but they are detailed.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it's a weird thing to say, but yeah.
It's almost like cartoon animated. Like they're detailed enough so you get the grasp of what's going on.
Yep. I won't do this.
You know what I forgot to do? I think it's because this is such a new book. I forgot to submit my covers to you guys.
I didn't do it either, to be perfectly honest with you.
Okay.
I forgot about it too. So
I don't feel bad.
I got some that we're gonna look at a little bit later. Just some
we
Void
can go
Rival
through
covers.
each one. If you just have all of them, we could just go through all of them. You just gotta go. I like that one. I don't like that one.
I don't have all of them.
Most of them were pretty great.
This was like there again. This is like we were talking about the cliffhangers at like the end of these issues, and this was like a cliffhanger shot of her with the spear in it, and you're like, "Whoa, wait, she's like the main character. What's going on?"
Exactly. And I just want to point out the fact that Phil covered our butts. He's such a great host. Sam, I hope you're watching this. He's such a great host.
This was one of my favorite issues where they fight the Transformer.
Yeah.
I remember that one.
I can't think of his name though.
Yeah.
You know what's funny is I was behind on this book last summer when I went on my first week of vacation for the year, and I sent you guys pictures. I took a short box of comics with me. My wife's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "I'm going to read comics. I'm on vacation." Do you have to bring that many? Yes, I do. And I read probably about 12 or whatever, however many Void Rivals were out at the time.
You just gave
I was
me.
caught up by the time I got back from vacation. I
The
read
pig
one-
guy and the lizard guy are both from Transformers Generation 1 animated series.
Right on.
Christian guy, you just gave me an idea. In 3 weeks, I'm going on to this horror movie convention called Texas Frightmare,
Okay.
and we're going to it. And my fiance, this is her thing. She loves this. She got a horror podcast,
Right.
and everything. So while I'm sitting there with my son, we just wait for her to come out the panels and stuff like that. I'm bringing some comic books with me,
Hell
sir.
yeah.
You know, I'm bringing a short box. Matter of fact, I'm going to Free Comic Book Day this weekend. My LCS is having a buy two get one free. I'm gonna buy me some short boxes.
He
There you
just
go.
drops
Some blanks too
them,
while you're there. Wink, wink.
catches them with the sword. Like,
Yes, because he's okay. I need Joseph Michaels. Who is that Transformer? Because I know you know who that Transformer is. He changed from a tank, a vehicle to a helicopter. I just can't think of his name. I know Joseph Michaels should know. He's a toy guy. I'll call him a toy man. Like character from Batman.
yeah, he just there he is, transformed to the helicopter.
Yep. That's better. Let's bring this up a little bit.
Yeah, the series is still very, very
Sean
good.
got me.
Over a
Okay.
year in, and I wasn't sure. Like, you know, when it came out, I was like hot and it was fresh, and like, you know how like you continue with some things and some things get caught. I wasn't sure. Like, John wasn't like it hasn't got there yet. We're over a year in.
Yeah.
Right.
Sean got me. It's Springer.
Springer. All
Thank
right.
you, Sean.
Thank you.
If we had prizes to give,
Oh,
away,
he's a
you
triple
would have gotten
changer.
one.
So he's a triple. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. He's a triple changer from a future car to a helicopter, then to a robot. Thanks again, Sean, and thanks again, Joseph Michaels.
The android.
Oh, the Android. That is the
He gives her the android because they each got their own thing to do.
yeah.
And like
No,
the last issue I read is she actually gets to like the thing that she was trying to do.
Mm-hmm.
And you get like more information, and like true Robert Kirkman style, it like kind of ends. Like once you get that information, you're like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
So like the new one came out this week. So yeah, it's a great series. Boy, Rivals.
If y'all hear me yelling at any point during this podcast, it's because I'm watching my Detroit Pistons playing against the New York Knicks. We're up right now by
Okay.
2 points.
This is not me trying to start a fight.
Yes.
I watched the last few seconds of that last game.
Yes.
Whoever was in the corner did get fouled on the three. However,
Yes.
I would argue there was a foul underneath the basket before it squirted out to the corner. That could have gone the other way.
Oh yeah, when they kicked it out to
Well, on the initial shot that where they were fighting underneath the basket, I think he could have called a foul against whoever the Detroit forward was. I can't remember.
yeah.
I think he could have called one there. So
Yeah.
they screwed up twice, really.
Yeah, the person that I felt got fouled was Tim Hardaway Jr. I have a special place in my heart for that man.
Well, see, he was the one taking the three, right?
Yeah. He played at University of Michigan,
Right.
and also he was on the Dallas Mavericks for several years. So
Yes.
that dude is the truth. His father is the great Tim Hardaway, the point guard
Yes.
for the Golden
I
State
got
Warriors.
skills.
He was Steph Curry before Steph Curry, but his thing was the crossover, not the jump shot.
100%.
Yeah.
I've always been a Bulls fan, you know that, but
Yeah.
I was a big Tim Hardaway guy, and I would, when I started playing basketball, I was like a power forward, if you can believe that, and then I started playing center. And I started playing center for a little because I was the tallest guy on the team. So like when
How tall is
everybody
this
else
team?
grew, I had to become a point guard. So I was a rebounding point guard because point guards usually box out, right? But I did because I was used to having to do that. But then I was like, I got to learn that the crossover move because it was so deadly. Mine's not that good, but
Yes.
mine's okay, but it's not Tim Hardaway good.
Hashtag Void Rivals. Hashtag Void Rivals for your chance to win a duck in the greatest comic book giveaway. And why?
Yes,
It's in
yes.
it.
Space Casey was called the Killer Crossover.
You remember? Did you watch NBA
Yeah.
Inside Stuff?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, remember it was part of the opening credits.
Yep.
And I think he did it on Stockton, right? Was it Stockton he crossed over?
I wouldn't be surprised because everybody would try to go at Stockton.
And here's the thing: Stockton, great player.
Be careful.
Dirty player though. If you ever watch him, super dirty. He got away with stuff because he looked like a choir boy.
He's still one of the greatest point guards of all time.
Oh, I don't disagree with that. I'm just saying he got away with stuff because of the way he looked.
It is collecting names. I don't know why it wasn't collecting names. I'll show you guys, but yeah, we got names now.
Sweet. Okay.
We got names. I was like trying to figure that out too.
Wait. He's still my beating heart. Only see one.
Yes, it is collecting names.
One hashtag Void Rivals from Joseph Michaels. I'm not used to this.
No, Humphrey Castro, and so
no. I'm saying I only see one for Joseph Michaels. Normally I see 15 from him.
Oh,
this time.
he makes sure he's in there. So yeah, Void Rivals. So you guys got any good memories of like G.I. Joe or Transformers? For G.I. Joe, my biggest thing I had was we found like the collectible cards. And we found like a box that you opened up the packs, and we found them at like the dollar store, me and my dad. So I had and when I opened all the packs up and put them all in order, I was missing like 2 cards.
Oh wow.
So I was like so close to having like a complete GI, and it had like all the comic covers at the time in that set. It was a really nice set of cards. I don't have it anymore. I didn't have too many like toys like GI Joe or Transformers.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, C-Bizzle. I'm gonna pull mine out.
Okay, my memory is a little more gruesome. So don't come at me in the comments. I was a kid. I didn't know no better. I got a Transformer comic book. I can't tell you what issue it was because I don't remember. I cut out the figures. Every time I see us, yes.
Okay.
So what I wanted to do was I wanted to make them kind of transform or at least have movement. So my goal was I'll cut them up, like cut their arms off, and then try to staple them to them so they can have movement. I misjudged it, and I accidentally stapled my thumb to the point where the staple almost went through my thumb completely.
Oh, jeez.
I'm crying. I went to my dad. Now I'm gonna let y'all know I'm a Gen Xer, so you know my father was the boomers. This is how they handle things. Okay.
Some hydrogen peroxide and a Band-Aid.
He looked at me, grabbed the staple, and yanked it out.
Oh.
Yeah, that too. Yeah.
I'm surprised he didn't tell you to, rub some dirt on it and stop crying.
He yanked it out real quick, real. I want to say real.
I'm sending some love.
Yeah. Oh, thanks, Cliff.
That was because you didn't go to the doctor. I'll just do it here.
Oh,
Yeah.
there was no doctor needed.
We'll just take the staple out and.
Like you said, peroxide, Band-Aid.
Maybe peroxide.
Yeah, you had to really mess up for some peroxide.
I usually got remember Bactine?
Oh, the brown stuff?
No, that's iodine. Bactine was
okay.
It came in a green. I'm sorry, it was a white and red bottle. Might have a little bit of green on it. It was like a red circle. Smelled awful. Didn't actually do anything, it felt like.
Okay.
Is from, at least G.I. Joe, with comics anyway, because I still remember this book. right? Having this one when I was a kid.
Oh wow.
And then
All
I
right.
lost it. I don't know what happened to it. And then, through the wonders of eBay, I have the entire set now. But I remember reading
Nice.
this one till it basically the cover fell off.
Nice.
Oh yeah, on that yeah, you know what? The GI Joe cartoon movie I actually seen before a Transformers cartoon.
Oh yeah.
That was because you know what? GI Joe was show on WPIX,
Okay.
and the Transformers was like rare to catch it on like TV or something.
Well, they
so.
already traumatized children. That's right.
Transformers the movie was the first movie I ever cried.
Is that right?
Yeah, because Optimus Prime's death.
I think
Spoiler
you a lot of kids went out of that theater like, yo.
Well,
Yeah.
that's why they changed.
That's why they changed GI Joe.
Because they were gonna kill Duke. And
Yeah.
what's funny about it is they save Duke, but they save him off camera. You just hear somebody go, "Hey, Duke's gonna make it." You don't see Duke ever again.
Nope.
It's just, "Hey, Duke's gonna make it."
Yeah.
It'd be like, which I guess, like, at the time, that was like that would have been like killing He-Man,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Right off in like halfway through the '80s. We're just gonna kill He-Man in this episode. Like,
Yep.
So that was a little bit unheard of. So
Yeah.
a little bit risky, but you know what? The movies stood the test of time, and it's a great fun. And I gotta watch the Transformers 1 because I heard that
It's pretty good.
amazing.
It's pretty. I liked it. I liked it.
What
a
did
lot.
you
when
guys?
it started, I was like, "Really? We're doing this?" And then, yeah. I don't
Yeah.
What did
even
you
know-
guys think of the Shia LaBeouf Transformers movie? Like, you know what? It was like when it came out, I saw it in the theater, but I saw it a little bit after it was out, and like the
Yeah.
word of mouth, because like before I was like, and then like, they told me like, they got the original guy that for Optimus Prime's voice, and I was like, okay.
Yeah.
And then I like, word of mouth for that movie was really, really good for that summer. And I ended up going to see it, and I ended up like, enjoying it. I thought that one was good. I think they fell off very shortly after that one.
Yeah.
I thought like the Bayverse garbage. Yeah, the
Yeah.
first one might have been the first Michael Bay one though. Like the hype was good about it, and like I feel like the reception, it was received pretty well too.
Well, you can only show a movie where robots fight where you don't actually see what they're doing, but so many times before people
Yeah.
go, "Hey, wait a minute."
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
but-
Who is your favorite Transformer?
Ooh.
That's not part of my question, by the way.
Yeah.
Mine, you know what? I always like you, Soundwave, and it's because he has Laserbeak, the cassette tape.
Mhm.
That was like a thing back in the '80s too. The cassette tape.
Yes.
And he had like the cassette tape. Like it would have been cool if he could transform to like a Walkman and play a tape.
Yeah.
Hold on, that's my take my pill reminder. Let me turn that off.
Gotcha.
Who was the? Remember there was a second Porsche other than Bumblebee who was silver, and I think he was only like the first couple episodes. He probably dies. I always liked him. I thought he looked cool.
Joseph Michaels is always going to be Soundwave. Nothing against Blaster, Soundwave. One of these days I'm going to show y'all a video. I got a whole area on my bookshelf. It's nothing but Soundwaves.
Is that right?
Yes, I got some stuff coming in the mail to add to it. But yeah, I got the huge Funko Pop of Soundwave, the small Funko Pop of Soundwave. I got some stuff from GameStop. Soundwave over any. Put it like this: Soundwave is my favorite pop culture character of all time.
Okay. So yeah, like I said, like Transformers and GI Joe, there are generations like Fantastic Four.
Mm-hmm.
Where like the boomers had things like Fantastic Four and Spider-Man, and our grandparents had Batman and Superman and all that stuff. We had Masters of the Universe, G.I. Joe,
Yes.
Transformers.
Now,
Those are like the big three that I think have still stuck around.
how did you like the Master of the Universe movie with Dolph Lundgren?
We reviewed
You
it
actually
not too
reviewed it
long.
last
Yeah, we
year, right?
reviewed it on Sunday
Oh.
not too long ago. And it's not, you know what, where it hasn't aged like well. It's one of those things that it hasn't aged completely terrible either. Like Frank
it has
Langella,
moments.
where like Dolph Lundgren's not that great, but Frank Langella really kind of pulls that movie together
Was
as
I
a
there?
Skeletor.
I could just not remember.
No, I don't know that you were here yet.
Okay.
I think it might have been just before you came in. I definitely went green shirt guy moments on that movie.
Wait.
Oh, there was a
More than
lot
one of them.
of green
There's a
shirt
lot
guys.
of- Yeah, there was a lot of Green Shirt Guy moments in there.
So, what tools are you guys using for your covers?
I
So-
am
Yeah, go ahead.
still using my draft pens, pencils. I'm bouncing back and forth from a 0.5 to 0.9 graphite, and I might add some color to his eyes, because for the most part he's really either like brownish in color head to toe and some grays on his uniform, but I'm just going to stick to just black and white. I might add some, he has some bits of red in him, so I'll probably just do a bit of red here and there. That's what I'm doing.
What about you, green shirt guy? What are you using?
So before we came on, I don't know if you probably can't see it on here. What I typically do if I have time, I get myself prepared and I digitally draw it, and then I light box it onto the cover, which I did. And here and here, before we started, that's why I had to go clean that paintbrush. Is I put some white out on it so I can cover up the spot, so once it's done, I can actually draw on top of that too. But other than that, blue pencil, and then I have my Copic liner, which I think I got white crap on it because it doesn't want to write now, but I have to, so I have to get another one out. And then I have a brush pen too for some thicker lines. Maybe it's coming back now. Maybe I got everything out.
Very nice.
So, yeah.
I will share the screen and we'll do. Why is YouTube up here? I got YouTube somewhere. Okay, share this. I swear it collected comments, guys. I swear we got 6 in there so far.
There you go.
So Void Rivals, I'll give you 10 more seconds to put Void Rivals in the chat right now. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and we are going to draw. Look at that. Joseph Michael C-Bizzle, Brian LCS getting one in. And we are going to draw.
Pause. Yeah, you caught that.
I did. I did. Hey.
Free Castro.
Nice.
All right, Hoppy Castro, congratulations. You have won a duck for the Big May giveaway at the end of the month. And let me stop that for a second. And
I'm going to answer your question right here, Joseph Michaels. I can tell you now why he's doing that. Your answer to your question is Sound Blaster.
Nice.
Am I correct? Let me know. Because he asked me what was Soundwave's name in the Japanese headmasters.
Oh.
And I want to say Sound Blaster. Yep, there you go. He said I got it right.
So humble.
Only on the weekends.
No, that's how it is.
Yeah. Oh, I'm not about to be humble if the Pistons win tonight. I'm just gonna let you know right now.
Yeah.
And I'll present this real quick. Share the screen and share. This comes from C-Bizzle. This is hashtag the century. Put that in the comments below.
And no, I have not seen Thunderbolts yet.
I have not yet either. But it just
What
came
is
out
going
today,
this
so don't feel.
Yeah,
I'm gonna try.
I'm gonna try to see it this weekend.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
be
gonna try and see it on probably Saturday because I know one of us is gonna have seen it by Sunday, and I don't want
Yeah.
to remotely risk getting
Sam.
spoiled for me.
He's gonna spoil it.
Well, Cliff's seen it
I think
already.
Cliff's already seen it, right?
Yeah, Cliff's
Yeah.
already seen it.
All right, we're
but
collecting.
Cliff is not a spoiler.
I would have seen it today, but I was doing a double header. Again, for those who are watching us, thank you for coming later. That's why, because I referee high school sports in this time of year at Duke Girls Cross, and I had a double header. So normally I'm home by 7, but yeah, I didn't get home until later because it was a double header.
I appreciate it because it allowed me to get some pizza for the family.
I figured you would complain at all.
Because I get off an hour before. Normally, if we start a normal time, I get off an hour. I get off an hour right before we get on.
Oh, right on.
Actually, it didn't work out that I worked like extra tonight. So, but I went out for like a long walk, then came home, cooked dinner.
Right on.
I got some stuff ready for this.
Maybe we should flip a coin. Is it time to flip a coin?
Just about.
Well, I want to know what he cooked.
So who talks first? You talk first? I talk first.
Oh, I'll talk first. Yeah, I cooked. It was like some ziti in meat sauce
Nice.
with some Parmesan on top of it, and very easy dinner, but very tasty because I had 2 platefuls of it.
I heard a rumor. There's a good rumor that Phil can cook. I just want to put that out there, y'all. If you're ever in that area where he lives, I'm not gonna tell you where he lives, but if you find out in the area,
Yeah, you know what? Who cooks? Like Cliff makes a slam and baked ziti. Like Cliff came over. Yeah, we've had that here. Like, yeah, Cliff. It's like a big monster pot. And
The first time was meat. The second time was veggie, wasn't it? But it had like eggplant or something in it.
I think so.
I'm okay with eggplant. I could do eggplant. I can't do broccoli.
I'm not a huge fan of eggplant, but every once in a while I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
let's go for it.
Yeah, I'm with you. Oh, we gotta flip the coin.
You want heads or tails?
Let's go tails.
All right, I'm gonna try and catch. You know what? I'm gonna move this out of the way so I don't drop it on there. All right, here we go. Survey says it is heads.
There you go. You get to pick if you want to go first.
I will let you go first.
All right. Let me. I'm gonna do my questions first, and for the chat, if y'all want to answer these questions too, you can. And Phil, you as well.
Okay.
This is gonna be C-Bizzle's questions. 5 questions. Fear edition.
What edition?
Fear.
Fear?
What are you afraid of?
Oh, jeez.
So my first question is, what's a fear you had as a child that you've outgrown, or have you outgrown? In chat, if you want to answer that, you can. Phil, if you want to answer that, you can.
A fear that I've had as a child that I've outgrown.
Yes. Or if it's still a fear for you.
You want me to go ahead? What do you think, Phil?
Yeah, go ahead.
So, I wouldn't say I'm afraid of the dark, but there's still some trepidation. I don't like being in the dark. I also remember that Bloody Mary thing.
Yes.
I still don't go near a mirror at midnight.
A fear of heights, just like a fear of heights, still a little there, but not as bad when I was a child.
I gotta say that.
Mine is like probably a little bit more now that I'm older. As a child, I don't know that it was like a fear of heights so much.
Did you go on a roller coaster?
Yeah. I've been on like roller coasters and stuff.
Okay.
You know what? It's not like I wouldn't say like a fear because it's not like I'm afraid of it. Every once in a while, like you know what it is like a mouse. And it's not like the mouse itself or anything. It's how like you'll catch it at like the corner of your eye or something.
Yes.
It'll run and that's what scares you. Like, and that feeling is like the worst. Like and it's really like that. And I don't know what it is about them because like they're little tiny creature, you know. But it's just
Well,
like
'cause they scamper around.
yeah.
And they don't ever stick out when there's, they show up when you don't expect them to be there.
You're not expecting it, and it just like it'll be like a quick thing, like oh man, and
Funny you should bring that up. I killed a mouse the other day.
so yeah, you know, and like and when you do see one, it's like then you gotta deal with like oh man, I gotta catch this.
Oh, 100%. We have a stone basement, and so they just come in, right? Usually it's not a big deal because they just kind of hang out down there. Not a ton of them, but like they're only like so big.
Yeah.
But we also have old school, radiators, so that you got the hole where the pipe comes up from the basement. So I think that's how they're getting in it. So every once in a while you hear something like scratching behind one of the entertainment centers. So I've just gotten into the habit of leaving mouse traps out, and every once in a while, like, oh, there's another one. A teeny one the other day was so small that the whole trap. It was inside the whole trap.
Okay.
Wow.
I'm like, yeah, that's what you get. Come in my house.
because I got like I'm surrounded by like grass and field and stuff, like the backyard and stuff, and I've only had like two. And like the other thing is like after you catch them. It's like your mind will play tricks and like, oh, did I just see a mouse or was that a shadow?
Absolutely.
Your mind will play like tricks with you for like the next 6 months. Like it's not like a fear, but it is like that the way that they catch you at the corner of your eye, you're not like expecting that. It's a horror movie trick. Like
I'm still afraid of spiders. I'll fully readily.
Oh yeah. I've gotten better with spiders.
I still kill them, but I don't.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's DOA in my house.
Every spiders I'm okay with, but every once in a while there'll be like a summer bug that is like just like a monster that I'm like, y'all give me a magazine or something.
Yeah.
Everyone, I don't even know what it is because it's like got like a zillion legs and it's like bigger than like.
Now with me, I'm not afraid of them per se, but any bee or wasp, I try to avoid them because I've never been stung before in my life, and I'm trying to keep up that streak. So far, 46 years going.
Have you ever, any tattoos?
Yes, I do.
That's what it feels.
Yeah. I'm just gonna take it for your word. I'm not trying to find it.
I'm not saying go get some.
I was mowing the grass like a couple years ago, and like I toward like the edge of the grass, there's like some natural like landscaping and stuff in my house, and like there was a wasp nest that was hidden there that I didn't know about. So like mowing the grass that day, I'm just like, got close. I didn't even like mow over the nest or anything. Just got close, and like next thing I knew, like 5 of them hit me.
Oh jeez.
So like my sister ended up calling and like they found the wasp nest and they burned it out and like sorry that happened and just making sure you didn't blow up and like die down there.
I killed a wasp nest last year actually, and I made sure I didn't get stung. I saw him, I sprayed him from a distance and ran back in the house.
Oh hell yeah! You got to get the spray where you can shoot it like 20 feet.
Yeah, that's what I had.
You went up doing like a roller coaster, and you want to know like the scariest part of a roller coaster is like to me standing in line waiting to do it.
Really?
Yeah, because the anxiety of like is like like the anxiety of just standing in line waiting to do like the thing. And then you do the thing, and it's usually like pretty cool. Like I've done a lot of them, like the Batman ride down at Six Flags. Yeah. I've done that. That's a great roller coaster. There was a Superman ride at the Six Flags New England that I did, and I did it like with my sister, who like hated the ride afterwards. But I thought it was like, because that only had like a lap bar that came down on you,
Okay.
And that Superman ride had a way of like lifting you out of your seat for like a
Well,
couple
'cause
of
you wanna
those.
feel weightless.
Yeah, they wanted you like weightless. That's what the and like so she was not a fan of that. Like she's like and my mom was like, yeah, that's the 0G they were talking about. She's like, well, I was not a fan.
Oh,
But I think somebody died on that ride, and they have since shut that down.
jeez.
Dang. Okay, my
So
second
hold on.
question.
So hold on. I got a quick bee story.
Okay.
Or wasp story. So we have one of those kids play sets, right? And we got
Yeah.
when we got it, it's got this little, it's got a slide, but it also has like a canopy above the slide.
Mhm.
And for whatever reason, because it's hot underneath the wasp nest got built, and I didn't know about it for a while. And my wife's like, "Oh, you got to get rid of that thing so the kids can go out and play on it. They're old enough to not play on it anymore." So I went out with the same spray we're talking about, right? And I just doused this thing, so much so, like if I remember correctly, the nest fell down too. But like when you first hit it, because I did it at night, they all start stumbling out, right? Because they're all got the spray all over them, and they're falling out, completely falling out. And there's got to be 20 of them just littering the top of the slide, right?
Mhm.
I'm like, all right, well, I'll go get them tomorrow. I'll wait until to the next morning. I come out the next morning, and there's none there.
Oh,
And I think we're going to church or whatever. And I said to my wife, I said, did you clean these off? She said, what are you talking about? I said, did you clean the wasps off? She's like, no. And I just paused and I go, do you think they liquefy the dead to feed the living? She goes, they're not matrix bees. Got all pissed off.
Oh man. Okay. Second question. When I ask it, I'm going to give you my answer so you see where I'm coming from. Do you have any international? Oh, go ahead.
Oh, this was just, but yeah, the harness broke when they hit the 0G, threw them from the seat, and they fell to the death. It was after that they closed the ride down, and every roller coaster was inspected. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
So they were truly Superman for a few seconds then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you
Not
guys?
because they hit the ground. So
Yeah.
It's not the fall that kills you; it's the stopping at the end.
Yeah. Do you guys have any irrational fears that don't make sense but still affect you? Basically, the way I looked at it was, my fear is, it don't make sense, but if I see anything in the dark that look like two eyes, that I get very fearful when I see stuff like that, because I'm like, okay, what is that? What's that? Like I used to sleep with the lights out and TV off, everything pitch black in my room. Some of the best sleep I have, especially I sleep with a fan year round. I don't care where I'm living at.
You're my wife.
Oh yeah, I love the fan. But if I see two eyes in the dark, I immediately Christina Payne, don't turn around. If you ever watch, it's not a good movie at all. But if you ever watch this, it's based off a video game called Doom with Keith. I think it's Keith Urban and The Rock. And one of the scenes was they was walking down the hallway and they thought they see one of their peoples, and also you just see two eyes in the dark, and then it turns out to be a creature and it jumps out at them. That type of thing. I'm not good with eyes in the dark.
eyes in the dark.
Do you have any fears that doesn't make sense but still affect you?
I'm slightly afraid of the number 13 for it's stupid. So like I don't turn, if I'm watching TV, I never leave the volume on 13.
No.
If I'm reading a book, I won't finish on a book on a page that ends in 13, or if the digits add up to 13.
Okay.
Right. So like
like
300 page 319, I won't finish on that page. I'll keep reading.
So if somebody gives you change for 13 cents, what you do?
I don't. I probably would not keep all of it. I don't know. I don't think that's ever come up. It's dumb. I agree, but
I don't think it's dumb.
I probably have something. I'm trying to think. Nothing that like, cause it's hard to like think about something like that.
Like for me, Gucci, I feel you. For me, I don't like. This is gonna be dumb. And if you're a religious person, I'm sorry. But anything with 666s,
yeah, that too.
I don't deal with that. If I see a post and I like it and I see it's at 665, I said, cool. I'm gonna like it for a distance. I'm gonna wait till somebody else like it.
No, I hear that. I got you know how like they send you a new debit card or credit card, when
Yeah.
it expires, and you got the 3-digit code on the back that's the security code.
Yeah.
Couple
Don't tell
years
me.
ago, I got one, and the security code was 666. I immediately called him like, I'm not using this. You need to send me a new one.
Yeah.
She's like, what?
No.
I said, well, I know this is gonna sound dumb. She says, no, I get it. I'll send you a new one.
Yeah. They probably get those calls all the time.
I'm sure.
Joseph says, "Yep, fear of getting locked in an enclosed space been with me for years. Sometimes will cause anxiety attacks to happen to me."
Joseph Michaels, I'm on the same train as you. I do not want to, like, my biggest fear is be buried alive.
I can't say that I've ever really thought about that.
Oh, man. Or getting trapped. Like, you ever see those disaster movies and somebody gets trapped and they got to crawl themselves out of a tight space? Oh, baby.
Oh man.
Oh. So
You know that they used to, on coffins, had a string with a bell attached to it?
Yeah. There's actually a horror video game with that.
Is that right?
Yeah. It's on Steam.
It's never as much as as when I'm like, every once in a while, like I'll go out on these bike rides and I'll go out like, I'm 20 miles out there somewhere.
Mhm.
And like, I'll be home thinking about like, oh man, what would happen if I ended up with like a flat tire or something, or this,
Right?
like I need like, how would I get back? and like, still, it doesn't like stop me or anything, but yeah, it does have like that little bit of like, wait, hold up, what did I?
And that coffin thing is where the term dead ringer comes from.
Okay.
So you're afraid of becoming 127 hours, Phil.
Yeah, yep, like a little bit of 127
Well, I'll
hours.
tell you what, if it'll make you feel better when you're going out somewhere, just text me where you're going in case for some reason you don't show up. I'm like, well, this is where
I've actually because what, I got a flat at the shop one time, and I had like I've got like a pack now where I got like tubes to change the tires and stuff like that.
Oh,
okay.
So like maybe that helps like with the fears. Once you do have like an issue, like how did you handle the issue? And I was just like, all right,
Yeah.
I changed the tire and got to a gas station, I filled it up, and I got home. Like,
So for my third question, how do you cope when you're feeling afraid or anxious?
So I'm a religious guy, so I pray. That's one
Yes.
of the things I do.
Yep.
Yeah, that tends to help.
I'm the same way.
it depends. Sometimes you just gotta like Doom. You gotta, what? I do know something I'm afraid of. Like, and it's just like because it's a terrible spot. But the green shirt guy will know it. The exits for the Mid Hudson Bridge on Route 9.
Coming back?
Going to getting on and off of that bridge. I will go to the city of Poughkeepsie and like
Getting on the bridge isn't as bad. Getting off, coming back from the other side of the river,
yeah,
is awful. Like, who designed that?
it's just like, and yeah, I'll get on the bridge. I'll take like go through the city. I won't use like the Route 9 exit. And
Really?
Yeah, it's just and that's like a local thing. I just hate like and every once in a while I'll make myself do it. Like, so I know it's like it's quicker. It's just a little bit more convenient. So sometimes something like that. Every once in a while I'll do it. But yeah, getting off the bridge too. It's just so it's sketchy. It is a sketchy exit.
Well, because
Mm.
so I end up having to get off, and then I have to do both of them.
Yeah, you
because
have
I
to
gotta
go around.
north, right?
Yeah,
So the first one's not as bad because you can kind of see what's coming in the right lane. But the second one, you can't see until you pull up, and then it's almost like a crapshoot every time.
so yeah.
I'm surprised there's not more accidents there. To be perfectly honest with you.
And there are a lot. So it's like it is very like poor designed exit. And it's one of those things that like I'll go out of my way just for like the peace of mind with my car. Like I'll go out a couple blocks. I'll go a little bit later. Like
That's funny.
Okay. Is there a fear you've overcome that you're proud of, and how'd you do it?
Like fully overcome, or just sort of?
I give you sort of.
So I would say to some degree, I still don't like spiders, like I said before, but I'm
Mhm.
now the resident. I gotta come kill them. So like,
Yeah.
I'm kind of proud of myself because if you told me that before I had kids, I'm like, you're nuts. But now I do kill quite a few of them because
Okay.
what's annoying though is, hey, there's a spider in my room. Okay, well, where is it? I don't know. It was over there a while ago. Well, you need to stay in your room when you call me and keep an eye on it so I know where it is when I come up.
Exactly. Exactly. You're supposed to be my navigator.
Right. Well, I don't know where it is now. Well, I guess you're sleeping in a room with a spider then.
That is
I
the
don't know
worst
what it is.
feeling. That is the worst feeling in the world when you about to kill a insect or a spider, and then they're big ones, and then you go try to get what you need to get to kill them.
Right.
You come back and they're gone. You're just like, nope.
Yep.
I almost cuss right now.
I guess you live another day then.
Yeah. Or I'm not going to sleep until I find you.
Yeah, I do remember I was moving some stuff in my office where I'm in right now, and my
Mhm.
desk used to be in a different spot, and I was moving it and this one came out and then crawled along the wall. I'm like, okay, I know it can't leave the room. And here's the funniest part. So it's during the summer. We got to weld the windows open, and I'm screaming at this thing, trying to hype myself up to do it. Like, you're gonna die. I'm gonna kill you. You messed up now. I'm gonna kill you. I'm screaming and cursing. So God knows what my neighbors were thinking. Like, this guy's about to get murdered in that house.
Mine is similar to yours, but I sound like Kratos. Like,
Yeah.
I have a broom and I call it my axe.
There you go.
And I'm yelling through the house. You think you can come into my house, desecrate my lawns? And I'm going around just looking for it. When I kill it, I was like, oh, we had a great battle. You die a warrior's battle.
Joseph Michaels was fear of drowning when I was a kid. Hated the water, worried I would drown even in the bathtub. When we got to a pool, my folks taught us all how to swim, and now I see someone else go through that. I help them. Very cool.
Nice. Yeah.
I still don't know how to swim.
So,
I'm that
yeah,
guy.
well, like my dad taught us like all very young, and along the way, like the Poughkeepsie Middle School where I went to school, was a school with like a full length pool and stuff. And so part of gym class was we went swimming, and
Same.
if you were able to like swim, you had like the coolest gym class. You could just swim around the pool and stuff.
Right.
And it was like everybody else was like, learning to swim. It was one of those times like I was like, I'm ahead of the game in gym class for a change.
Mhm.
So like, yeah, that was like one of the times like, wow. So that's something, I don't know, like I'm happy I've learned how to swim.
It's one of the things
And,
I wish I had learned, but it's kind of, I'm at an age now where it's more embarrassing to go and take lessons. At my advanced age, they go, oh yeah, I don't know how to swim. So it's like, I should go learn, but
You should.
Yeah.
You should.
It's,
You shouldn't be embarrassed by that.
yeah.
I can't tell you, and I'm not trying to be racial when I say this. I can't tell you how many black people that don't know how to swim.
I was gonna bring it up.
Yeah, I can't tell you how many that don't. Like I said, my high school growing up, we had to pass swimming class in order to graduate high school.
I remember you saying that. That's right.
Yeah.
We had
I'll
a pool in my class, in my school too, but they allowed you to use flippers and like a kickboard to swim in class. So that's how I got around it.
Nice. Nice. My last question, and I already know. I think I know the answer to it. Do you think fear can ever be a good thing? Why? Why not?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like overall, like fear, I feel like is still a rational thing. It could keep you like aware of something. Like it keeps you aware of the danger.
Yeah.
Like a fear of heights is like very natural because like it's not exactly always like safe depending on what you're doing.
Correct.
Yes.
Like like we have a really nice thing like a walkway bridge in Poughkeepsie, and like and I'm not like afraid of that. But I've seen like this picture of this guy who worked on the bridge where he's just standing on like, like the I-beam going across it, laying down the stuff.
Yeah.
And he's just there with his like work belt on, like nothing. He's not scared of the
strapped to it or nothing.
Yeah. And I see that picture of him, and I mean, I'll walk across the bridge, no problem. But like to do what he was doing right there. There again, I came across my bike one time at the Mid Hudson Bridge, and going across the bridge, no problem. But they were working on the bridge one time, and like they had a guy, like how the bridge is set up under like the bridge in that metal stuff, doing whatever he was doing. So I got off my bike, walked it past like the workers and stuff, and I seen that guy down there doing like his work, and I was like, I don't know what they're paying you, but I hope it's more than I get paid because you deserve more.
It reminds me of those old school, the black and white photos where you see those 6 guys sitting with their lunch pails, like
yes, sir,
60 stories up, just eating like it's no big deal. No chance.
No. Yeah, I think it's I think fear is like can sometimes be a good thing because it keeps you aware, like there is like a danger.
Keeps you alert.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think if you
I
let
agree
it
with
control
that.
you, it's a problem. But I don't think fear in and of itself is necessarily a bad thing.
So yeah, sometimes the answer really is F everything and run.
Yes.
Yeah, because you don't want to F around and find out.
Yeah.
For real.
That is all my questions. I do have some would you rather's, but I can say those for later.
Okay. You want me to do? What we got? Doing another hashtag and then?
Yeah, we can do. We'll draw another hashtag. We'll draw another duck. Whoops.
I'm dropping crap all
Oh,
over.
I already have it here. I'll just add it to the stage. And the hashtag is the century. Put that in the comments in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. It got you, Joseph Michaels. 2. See, now he's putting them in. It's for you, C-Bizzle. 1. Let's
movie coming up.
Draw. Who we got? We got Humphrey Castro again.
Wow.
Back to back.
Come on, man. Let somebody else win.
That's his arch rival.
Yeah, right.
And take that out. And edit that.
Oof.
And this next hashtag comes from Green Shirt Guy. No goat.
No goat. I don't know if we talk because we were talking about this. Both anybody listening, we were talking about how we both hate the Lakers. Before. And I didn't hate the Lakers really until LeBron got there. I didn't love them, but I didn't hate them. I can't stand LeBron. So I'm happy that they lost again. Once again, proving that he is not the GOAT. I would venture. It's funny that this came up because I was talking to a guy at work today. We talked for about a half hour about this while we were doing work. I would venture to say, not only is he not the GOAT, it's difficult to say that he's had the best career in his generation.
Yeah, because Steph Curry.
I would. That was what I said. Steph Curry, I would almost say, has had a better career in the same amount of time.
Yep.
You know, and
Yep.
the other thing I said to the same guy, because he's a little bit younger than me, I said I wasn't really around completely for him, but I remember him. If Bird's back didn't go out the way it did, it's difficult to say that Bird's not the best small forward ever.
Yeah.
It's still difficult to say, because in his prime, he was a bad dude.
He would tell you.
100%.
They got video of this. He'll tell you what he's going to do to you, and then do it.
And then do it exactly how he said he was going to do it.
Yeah.
Did you watch the Dream Team documentary on HBO?
Yeah.
The one about
I'm a little salty about the Dream Team.
Well, I know why.
Yeah.
But no, the one about the college team that beat them. Did you watch that one?
Yes.
The story about, I think Jamal Mashburn Weber tells it about how he pump faked and Rodney Rogers jumped and is flying by and he goes, "Welcome to the parachute club." I cried laughing at that story.
When Larry Bird told them like, "Hey, I don't want to use my right hand on your I'm going to use my left hand.
Saving it for the Laker game.
I'm saving it for the Lakers." And he proceeded, I think he scored 40 points on his left hand.
I think it was more than that, actually.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, that's crazy. Nuts.
I'm like this. I'm going to tell this. I say this all the time. As much as I don't like Jordan, as much as I don't like LeBron, I still respect their game. His longevity and the way he did it is amazing. But I can't. I have
a hard time with the longevity thing because, and I know you don't want to.
Are you talking about load management?
What's that?
Are you referring to load management?
Well, load management certainly one, but I know it's nobody wants to compare eras, but the game has changed so much.
Yeah.
Hand checking being gone, one.
Yep.
But this new, you can't bump anybody going across the lane. What the heck nonsense is that?
Yep.
They have to have freedom of movement. What?
Yep.
Yeah, it's a completely different game now.
I agree.
But load management certainly.
Yeah. We can talk about basketball all day.
Hold on, before you ask some questions, let me do some announcements real quick.
Sure. Go
ahead. Young at Heart Foundation, our friend Mike in California, faith, trust, belief is their motto. They help kids waiting for life-saving transplant surgeries and stuff. You can sponsor yourself a Hope Click, or you could become an organ donor at Donate at Life America. You want to do any of that, you can get in contact with Mike at Young and Heart Foundation, 323-396-9998. Second shout out is where we will all be Saturday, except for you, C-Bizzle, for Free Comic Book Day.
I may not be there either.
Oh, wow.
Gabe's got his first communion on Saturday.
Oh, okay. So 870 Violet Avenue, Hyde Park, New York is Alternaverse. It'll be Free Comic Book Day. But call Anthony at 845-233-4234 and get set up on the pull list. All your comics are bag and boarded and 10% off your pull list. 10% off your comics at Alternaverse.
Yeah.
So, and then we'll give a shout out to the Council of Comics YouTube channel. This is us. This is what you're watching. We got 1.14K subscribers. And we're doing our thing. Videos on Andor, and I know there's stuff from Last of Us up here.
Yeah, we talked about that.
Yeah. Cliff on Comics, Cliff's channel. We are all going to be on Cliff's channel in the month of May. I will be on next Friday night.
The invasion begins.
Yeah, with probably cocktails and comics and stuff with Cliff. So I am looking forward to that. But
what are you going to be drinking? Have you decided?
I have not yet decided. I don't know. I was thinking like you know what, like the Coachella concert was the other night at my house, and I didn't really have beer in my fridge, but I had these bottles of soju, the Korean liquor,
Okay.
and then I had a whole bunch of these little like shot bottles and stuff, like these like like so of like vodka and whiskey and these like little like so I had this like soju and this like mini bar. And I was watching the Coachella concert, having like a great time down here because I was on the big screen. I'm rocking and rolling, and like Lisa was on that night, and Lady Gaga was going to come on later. And like along the way, I had like I really didn't check myself on what I was drinking. And I drank, drank a lot. And like along the way, my sister came down from upstairs. Like she came and checked on me, and I was all like, she was like, "Yeah, you were slurring your words pretty bad. You were just." I had my headphones on, so I wasn't really making a lot of noise. So
Nothing wrong with that.
yeah, so like she actually sent my little sister because she was going to work early in the morning. Like, you just check on your brother to see anything.
Yeah.
And I had the headphones on, so I kind of slept through Missy Elliott, but woke up to see Lady Gaga, and it was there like Lady Gaga. I drank like a bunch of water. I was like, thank God you woke up and drank that water. You would have probably had a nightmare Saturday. So it might be. I was thinking like maybe we'll just do soju, like the Korean liquor. But I haven't not fully decided on the cocktails with Cliff yet. And
I have
see what
to
he says.
go to the liquor store myself.
So
I might do a spice rum.
Do a collab with Yo Gabba Gabba.
Yeah, he was on with Yo. I didn't see that, but yeah, he was on with Yo Gabba Gabba. The other, like, you know what? It was the orchestra, the LA Philharmonic.
Oh, is that right?
Did a collab with LL Cool J.
Okay.
But they also did like you would get like a Mozart piece, and then you would get like something like the Imperial March from Star Wars. It was really cool. So yeah, Coachella was like a great weekend here. I had fun. My family upstairs, sorry. So and finally, couching and slouching with C-Bizzle. Tell us about your channel.
Hey
We're
guys,
all over
so I'm at 542 subscribers. I'm really close to a 600 subscriber. I still haven't forgotten about doing the giveaway. I got to do a giveaway for a 400 and 500 subscriber giveaway, and I do have everything I need. I just got to actually shoot the video for it. So I really do appreciate you guys for liking and commenting on my videos. Every Monday I drop a short showing you guys the 3 books I'm most hyped for New Comic Book Day. I just dropped one this past Monday, and I'm also shooting 2 videos hopefully this weekend. I will be live this Saturday at my LCS for Free Comic Book Day. I'll be interviewing people, cosplayers, people picking up free books. If you're in the Plano, Texas area, come see me. Say hi. There's going to be a lot of good stuff there, a lot of good comic books. My LCS guys, a buy 2, get 1 free store-wide. So that's everything from figures to floor mats to bags and boards, every comic books, everything. You can also catch me here with the Council of Comics on Sundays with Film Box Office and News. On Monday with Hot Comics New Comics and Hot Keys and New Comics. I think I got it right.
The new
Damn, don't come after us. We changed the thumbnails. Yeah. Also,
it's the new keys and hot comics of the week, right?
Thank you so much. I can't say we have New Comic Book Day anymore because we got a new thing on Wednesdays. So check us out on Wednesdays. We got basically a comic book hangout. Check us out on that. And then every other Thursday, I'm here with my good friend here, Greaser Guy. We have our fill in the blanks every other Thursday. In 2 weeks, are we doing G.I. Joe or are we doing Transformers?
We got to figure out what Sam wants
I
to do.
think it's Transformers going by the thumbnail he sent me.
Oh,
Okay.
Damn it. Now I got to figure out.
Yeah, there it is. Look at that.
They are not
Thursday, May 15th.
They're not.
Yeah.
I gotta jump ahead of that.
Me too. Unfortunately, I
So,
think next week I'm.
yep, I'll just
more
piece.
time.
I'll show it again before, but hey, there it is.
That's my channel. You guys come check me out. I really do appreciate you.
All right, guys.
All right, hold on. Let me just hit this line, and then I'll get my questions out. They're sitting right next to me. I'm just gonna
All right.
screw this. I just want to screw up this line because then I'll be pissed at myself. Yeah. All right, let's see here. So, do you want to start with ink it or erase it?
Yeah, let's start with
Or
that.
do you want to do would you rather?
Let's do ink it or erase it.
All right, these are all Detroit themed in your honor. And some of them I don't really know what they are. I just looked up. I was like, oh, that looks interesting. I looked up a bunch of stuff that apparently Detroit's known for. And
Yeah.
so since you're from there, just because it's a Detroit thing doesn't mean you love it, obviously, right?
Yeah, maybe depends.
You can tell me what it is if I don't know what it is, and you can tell me, whatever. So, and if I'm pronouncing things wrong, you can yell at me for that too. Ink it or erase it. Poxy donuts.
Oh, punchkis.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Are they? Tell me about them.
Oh, what are they? Oh, punchkis it's for Fat Tuesday.
Right. I know. I saw that.
Yeah. So they basically just filled donuts. Joseph Michaels, you know about them. He's a fellow Michiganer.
Okay.
They fill them with custard. They can fill them with jelly. It's just like a jelly donut, basically.
Okay.
They're really very delicious, unless you're diabetic.
So you would say you would ink them then?
Oh yeah, definitely ink them. I miss
Okay.
those things. Oh, without a doubt.
Okay. So another one. Ink it or erase it. Botana.
What'd you say?
Botana or Botana. Botana.
I have to look that up.
It's Mexican food.
If it's Mexican,
It's a specific Mexican thing. I did see a picture of it. So since you don't know what that is, I guess we're going to the next one.
Oh, it's I would try it. Like it's
It looks
chicken
good, right?
and steak and garlic powder. Yeah, I would try
oh
it.
yeah, I had to look it up. I probably had it like once or twice in my life, and it was delicious. We're gonna ink it.
Okay, ink it or erase it.
Joseph says, "Yup, very delicious." Watched some the other day.
Right on.
Look, for a midnight snack. Oh, that must be the donut.
Yeah, punchkis. Yeah, you can still get them year round. It's just that they're very popular on Fat Tuesday.
Makes sense because you're trying to get all that out before,
Yep.
as Lent's about to start.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, ink it or erase it. Hummer cocktails.
I'm gonna say erase it. I'm not really a
Okay.
big fan. Not a fan.
What? So tell me what I saw a picture of it and I looked at it, but I don't remember what it is now.
So you said a Hummer cocktail, right?
Yes.
Okay. I probably had it like once when I was on the Detroit Princess. It is. Actually, I have to look it up. I haven't had it in years. I haven't been. Yeah, because it has white rum in it.
Oh yeah, now I remember.
Kahlua, vanilla ice cream, crushed ice. It's okay, but that's not my go-to drink. So I want to erase it because that's not my go-to drink. Will always forever be Long Island's, but that's neither here nor there. So I erase it.
Okay.
Long Island iced tea.
I'm gonna save that one. We'll come back to that one. Ink it or erase it. The high grade deli.
Oh, we're gonna eat that. We're gonna eat that with the good ink too. Like yeah, all the delis, just the delis in general in Detroit. There's a deli in Oak Park, Michigan, just outside of Detroit, literally like 2 minutes outside of Detroit.
Okay.
It's called Ernie's Deli. when you come in, the owner, he's not there anymore. But when I went years ago, he'll say, "Who loves you, baby?" as you walk in the door, and he would
Nice.
I mean, the meat would just be like, but stacked almost like the comic book, like the lengthwise of a comic book. Like it's just, oh my god, it's yes, ink it with the best ink. Nothing but the best ink.
Okay. Ink it or erase it. A boogaloo sandwich.
You know, I'm gonna ink that too.
Now explain that one because I saw a picture of it, but I couldn't tell everything that was on it.
Okay, let me bring it up. You have me looking this stuff up that I haven't
Right.
had in like over 10 years.
Right? Well, I went. Okay, what is? I mean, because I have never been there. I'm like, what is Detroit known for? I mean, obviously, Ford Motors and all that
Mhm.
stuff, but
Mhm.
that's the easy one. I was like, all right.
Mhm.
And then music, I was like, well, the easy one would be Eminem and Diana Ross. I'm like, let's do food because let's not lie. We both.
Oh, I got another Detroit ink and erase music one.
Oh, let me look it up. You said Boogaloo, right?
Yep.
Are you? It's like a coney dog, right?
The
like-
one I saw looked like it was. Yeah, it was like on a sub roll and had. It almost looked like a Detroit version of like a Philly cheesesteak. The one I
It's
saw.
sloppy. It's like no. I'll tell you what it's like. It's like a sloppy. It's like a chopped cheese. You know how y'all guys got chopped cheese in New York?
Right.
It's
Right.
basically their version of chopped cheese.
Okay.
I can tell you right now, I'm going to have to. I'm only going to erase it because there's much better things in Detroit than that.
Okay.
Fast food.
Right on. Let's see. Ink it or erase it. A corned beef egg roll.
Oh, baby, listen. Hold up. On the east side of Detroit, it's this place called, and I'm not trying to be racist when I say it. It's literally called Asians.
Okay.
I go, man. They make the best corned beef. And, baby, listen. Ooh, hear me out. I love their corned beef egg rolls.
It looked interesting. I was like, I don't
It's
know if I
delicious.
would even thought of that.
It's so good. Like I worked in downtown Detroit, and I had to drive about 20 minutes quickly during my lunch break, and then grab it and then come back. And I don't even eat it on the way there. I eat it. I have to sit down and prepare myself for this delicious, delectable delight. And it is crispy, it's salty, it's savory. Oh, yes. Ink
Right
it.
on.
Ink it.
So it's funny that you say, oh, you're like, I don't want to sound racist. So, apropos of nothing, because it's sort of Chinese food.
Yeah.
I used to work for a car parts place. I won't say their name because whatever. But I had to deliver parts, and actually I had to go meet a guy, and we would swap parts because we bought parts from this dealership, and they bought, and there was this little small town, Phil would know kind of what I'm talking about. It's like just north of Spokane, or not? Yeah. And I remember driving through town one time, and I don't even know what caught my eye, but it was a Chinese restaurant. It was funny because it's a small Jewish village, right? It's like kind of like the typical, like you'd see in Dirty Dancing with the the Adirondacks type thing, or
Mhm.
the Poconos. So it's one of those villages where it's you can tell it's settled by like Hasidic Jews because you see them all over the place, and most of the things are kosher, this and whatever, right? But they had a Chinese restaurant, and I'm not making this up. It was called Mazel Walks.
Wow.
Okay, all right.
Wow.
All right, so let's see. Moving on. Ink it or erase it.
Mhm.
Scotty Simpson's fish and chips.
I'm gonna erase it only because there's a place in the hood called Captain D's,
Okay.
and their fish and chips is delicious. It's like this white dust on them. We call it crack. We know it's not crack, but
All right.
and it tastes delicious.
Well,
So-
so my wife made, there was basically the plan was they were trying to make, like homemade chicken nuggets, and they were just breaded pieces of chicken. But
Yeah.
one son was helping cook, and he left them in too long. So by the time I got home, dinner was done. They set a plate there, and I was like, "What did you make? Cracklins here?" He's like, "Stop! I left them in too long." I'm like, "All right, it's fine."
Yeah, but I'm gonna have to erase that for sure because I know, like I said, there's other stuff I like better.
Okay, ink it, erase it. Bumpy cake.
I'm going to ink that. That is delicious. My mom used to get them, and she learned how to make them.
It looks kind of like a Black Forest cake. Is that what it is?
That's basically That's basically what you could call it, a Black Forest cake.
Joseph Michael says, while we lived in Florida, we got stuff from Captain D's all the time. I enjoyed fish and chips combo meal.
Mm-hmm.
Right. on.
Like when I say I was in the hood, I was in the hood. Like I was on my lunch break. On I'm not going to say the street, but it's on the east side. And as I came back, the area I just walked past was a drive-by shooting,
Jeez.
right around the corner from my office.
You know what though? As much as it's sad to say, sometimes that makes the food taste better.
It does. Like,
Right?
If I go to a restaurant like that place I told you, the Asians, it's called Asians. When you walk in, bulletproof glass. I'm like, you know what?
You know what? It's
Gonna
like
be
that
fire.
here. Kennedy Fried Chicken is like that.
Yes.
If you if you ever been to a Kennedy Fried Chicken, the one that we got in Poughkeepsie, it is like that. It is.
Yeah.
Like you would have to like reach around like the glass to get your food because you would reach the other way. It was like like some jailhouse, but the food would be like cheap and on point.
Yeah, there you go. That's the best kind.
Yeah, in Rochester, where I grew up, there garbage plates are like the local kind of known for thing, and there's a couple different places you could go, but the one in the city, there was routinely shootings at, and the chef had a hole in his face.
Oh,
man.
But his were the best, absolute best. He passed away a few years ago, not of a shooting, he just old age.
okay.
But yeah, so his were the best. All right, so what did I say? Bumpy cake. So ink and erase it. Sister pie.
There's other stuff better than sister pie, so I'm going to erase sister pie. I don't think I'm going to get beat up in Detroit for saying that.
I'm not trying to make it so it's hard for you to go home.
Oh no, you're not, because like I said, it's good, but it was not really my thing. You have to understand something. My grandmother and mother, they used to bake all the time.
Okay.
So I get my stuff homemade.
Right on.
So a lot of the stuff I didn't really venture out to those places and got it because I would wake up in the morning and there'd be some homemade chocolate chip cookies or homemade cake that my mom made sitting there. So I didn't have to go nowhere for cake.
Right on. Let's see, what else do we have here? Ink it or erase it. Double baked rye bread. Ooh, I made him think on this one.
It's okay. It's okay. I'm gonna have to erase it. Like I said, there's other stuff that I prefer.
Right on.
Yeah. You got some good ones though. I'm gonna say that.
All right, I got two more, and then okay. Ink it or erase it. A Boston cooler.
I was waiting for this.
I
was
saw that,
seriously.
like, I need to get one of these.
Listen. Oh my God. Okay. So I love Boston coolers. It's very simple. Vanilla ice cream, Verner's ginger ale.
You can't find Verner's anymore now. That's the difficult part.
They sell them here in Texas. I am good.
They
So
have
I'm
it.
happy.
So I found it online. You can
Yes.
order it, but it's
Yes.
expensive as all get out to get it shipped to you, right? Like
True.
Walmart has it with, whatever, Walmart, but they have it, but like they don't have it in the store. I'm like, I'm willing to drive the half hour to go pick it up. Ship it to me. But yeah, nobody has it. But yeah, Verner's is great. So it's just Verner's and vanilla ice cream?
Verner's and vanilla ice cream. You could, I won't say try other ginger ales because it's not going to be the same.
Right. No, yeah, Verner's is its own thing.
Yes, and with Verner's, I always go to Kroger. I don't know if y'all got a Kroger where you guys are at, but Kroger's do sell
I don't think so.
I don't think we do.
I don't think we do.
But yes, love me some Boston coolers. Now I got some Verner's in the kitchen right now, and I think I got some vanilla ice cream. I might have
There we go. You're welcome.
So when Bruce Michael says, right there with you, C-Bizzle, my mom, grandma, my mom and dad always did all the baking stuff all the time. Dad's homemade pastries were so great.
Mm-hmm. That's how it was in my household. Even now, I bake. I make some mean peanut butter cookies. I make a amazing caramel apple cheesecake. I love making Oreo pies. So yeah.
I only got like 3 since we're doing Detroit. And we'll ask you, C-Bizzle.
Okay.
Ink it or erase it, Faygo, the soda.
Oh, ink it. And no, I'm not a juggalo.
You know that is because that is the next question. Ink it or erase it, the Insane Clown Posse.
I'm going to erase the Insane Clown Posse. I had one cassette of theirs, and I listened to it. I listened to it for a while until Eminem came out, and then right in the garbage.
I think I've actually, like, my cousins were like huge into them, and they came to Poughkeepsie a couple times, so I've seen them like twice. And like you go to there, like you would, like I remember going into the Chance that night, which is like the theater here in Poughkeepsie, and everybody had their face paint.
Yep.
Like, everybody, like I was like, what did I just walk into?
You should have saw my face. There was a gas station down the street from me. They don't have it anymore, but when I went in there, they had Faygo products. Man, you thought I lost it. You thought I saw a celebrity. I went, my God, I got me peach.
I'm gonna ink the Insane Clown Posse, although it's not like, what, for the most part, they had some great one-liners through their music, and it's like some of that stuff really did make me laugh. It was almost like it's a comedy rap as long as you get the joke.
Yes,
and that's really like and I'm not sure 100% of the Juggalos got the joke. It's like,
right.
But if you get the joke, like it's fun enough. It definitely was fun enough when I was like, younger. Now I'm older and they're still around, I guess. So
they're still around.
Now the question is, would you go to the gathering of the Juggalos?
I wouldn't go to the gathering of the Juggalos. I've been to that spot where they have it now in Ohio. I went to a different concert. I went to the Lost Lands, which was like probably even crazier and more nuts. And that was like a dubstep EDM concert, and it was a lot of fun. Last one, Detroit style pizza. Ink it or erase it.
We are going to ink that so hard.
I've made, like, I took a class and that's what we made one time, and it's a good pizza.
Yes, they have Little Caesars here in Texas, down the street from me, and I'll probably have a Detroit style pizza at least at least 3 times a month.
Insane in the membrane, insane in the brain. That's Cypress Hill, right? Yep. Yeah. I was one of those in my younger years that listened to ICP.
Oh no.
Oh man, you seem like like everybody had the Hatchet Man shirt and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, I just had my concert T-shirt. Like, but they had like jerseys of the Hatchet Man and like necklaces and.
Yep.
So, and I imagine, like, was it huge in Detroit? Like, or was it just
not I won't say deep in the inner city, more like the suburbs.
Okay, I could see that.
Yeah.
Oh, those are my like Detroit questions.
All right, I got
You got
one
one
last
more?
one. One
Okay.
last thinker to erase it.
Okay.
Superman ice cream.
Oh. Oh. I miss that so much. I miss that so much. The ice cream truck would have them. Let me tell you, I can't even describe the taste of it, but just to tell you that it's delicious.
Okay.
It is a rainbow colored ice cream. It's so delicious. It's creamy. It's just enough right amount of sweet. And I'm mad. I'm mad now that I didn't remind myself to get a cup when I was in Detroit last summer. And I should have gotten a cup. But the next time I visit Detroit, when I go to Detroit, I visit a couple of things. Coney Islands, White Castle.
Yeah, but you can get. There's no White Castle in Texas.
No.
Really?
No.
What?
No.
How does
None.
that work?
We barely got White Castle in New York, man.
Well, it's true, but it's close enough though. If you want it, you can go get it. It's not like you gotta drive for forever.
They have one in Austin, Texas. That is 5 hours away from me.
Yeah, it's not good enough to drive 5 hours.
Facts.
It's good, but it's not 5 hours.
Facts. Like that's what I say. If I go home to my hometown, Detroit, I'm already in the area. I know about 10 to 15 White Castles in the area.
Right.
I could go easily. Here, I'm not about to drive 5 hours to get White Castles. It's delicious. It's not that worth it.
Right.
Joseph Michael's talking about Insane Clown Posse. It was super popular at my school to the point teachers asked parents to stop allowing us to wear ICP every day to school. I was a rebel and would wear it under my shirt. LOL.
Oh.
You know what? When I went to school, you know what the school had a lot of trouble with was the back the fuck up shirt from Onyx.
Oh,
They did not like that. That did not go over well at school. Like, I had a Ghost in the Shell shirt that I wore, and it was from like the comic Ghost in the Shell. So her nipple was on like the t-shirt.
Okay.
And that shirt got me in trouble.
I wore jerseys.
I don't know if you remember these. You remember the Big Johnson t-shirts?
I don't think.
It was like Big Johnson's fishing, Big Johnson's different sports or whatever, and they had some really like dirty slogan with it.
Oh wow!
That was the big thing when I was in high school.
Now, do you want me to do my would you rather's or want to do a duck first? Is it the last duck?
Yeah, you can do your would you rather's because we'll do that like toward the as we wrap it up closer.
So I'm gonna do these. These gonna be real quick. It's funny enough you did that, Mr. Guy.
Here we go.
My would rather's are food editions.
Okay.
All right.
Would you rather only eat sweet foods or only salty foods for the rest of your life?
You son of a bitch! That's one of mine. I swear to God, that's one of mine. That's like my third one. I'm not making that up. That's tough because I have a nasty sweet tooth. But every once in a while, you can't go wrong with French fries, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
My problem is I love salty foods, but I always have to back it up with sweet.
Right. And I like, salty and sweet at the same time, too.
So I think that's why we put like ketchup on our hamburgers and things like that.
Yeah.
Ketchup on our fries.
Don't judge me. Don't at me, chat. Don't at me when I say this. I make a sandwich. It's a fried bologna sandwich with grape jelly. So I got the same saltiness for the bologna and the grape jelly.
He just
my phone might have died.
Yeah, your phone cut out.
Okay. That's fine. I can't say that I wouldn't try that.
Yeah, it's delicious. It has to be grape jelly. You gotta have
grape jelly. I like strawberry too, but grape is my favorite.
Oh yeah, I love strawberry as well, but I had to go grape with that sandwich. And I'm sorry, Joseph. You have to pick one.
I might go with salty.
I was gonna go with salty
I can go
too.
days without like sweets. I can.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
I would go with the salt.
Now this next one, I hope you don't have this on your list as well. Would you rather give up pizza forever or give up burgers forever?
Mm.
I love both of them.
So long, pizza. I give up pizza. I love a burger, man.
And don't try to trick the system, Gracious guys, saying, "Oh, I pick pizza because I can have a hamburger pizza." No.
I was already thinking that.
But you almost can with a little bit of cheese.
Yeah. There's places actually have hamburger pizzas.
Oh man, that is tough.
That is tough.
Joseph Michael says his dad would eat peanut butter with his fried bologna.
I eat peanut butter on hot dogs occasionally.
I can see that. I'm a hot
It's
dog
good.
though.
Try it. Not like
Pepperoni?
3 or 4, but if I'm eating like 3 hot dogs, maybe one of them will put peanut butter on.
Yeah, fried
And
bologna. I
my
can see
middle,
that.
I have 3 boys. The middle son does it too, and the rest of the family thinks we're weird, but they haven't tried it. So
I wouldn't say y'all weird, but
it's good, man. Try it.
yeah.
Jeez, I don't know. I might have to get rid of pizza too. Like I'm trying to decide. I really love a slice of pizza,
I love pizza. I just had pizza about an hour ago.
but every once in a while though, you're like, man, there's nothing like a good cheeseburger.
Facts.
I think I might give up pizza because I think you, as much as you can variate pizza out, I think you can do more variations of cheeseburgers. So yeah, I think pizza might have to go.
Okay.
A burger and a beer just go together. Like,
Oh, so speaking of that, I was talking to my partner today when I was refereeing the lacrosse game, and if I had gotten out early enough to stop on my way home, I didn't. But there's Millhouse Brewing in Poughkeepsie has a cucumber beer.
okay.
It is so good. If you like
That sounds
cucumber
good.
water, it's like that but beer. It is so good. And I can only I had it at the CIA a couple weeks ago. They had a little tasting thing, so I can only imagine on a really hot day how well that would go.
Mm-hmm. So, third question: would you rather eat breakfast for every meal, or never eat breakfast foods again?
Breakfast foods.
Yes.
Does that
So you
include
like
cereal?
Yes.
Whoa.
Yeah.
You
So
know
you-
what?
you-
I like eggs and sausage and all that stuff. So I'm gonna it's either like give up that food or give up breakfast every day.
Yeah. So basically, you either eat breakfast as a meal every day
For everything.
for everything, or not eat breakfast foods at all. Ever.
So it'd only be breakfast foods.
Only
All the
breakfast
time.
from breakfast, lunch, and dinner. It's only breakfast food.
Yeah, I'm gonna give up the breakfast meal. Because as much as I like it, like there's just so much eggs and sausage you can eat. And,
Yeah, but he's saying you can't have cereal either.
yeah, you can't have cereal either, but still, or you could have it all, but you can't have like a cheeseburger.
Right.
Right. Good point. Good point.
Now, when you say I can't have breakfast foods, like I couldn't have sausage at all, like
No sausage, no
even
no
if it's
bacon.
not like breakfast sausage, like I couldn't have like
But-
kielbasa and that kind of
Yeah,
stuff.
you can still have kielbasas and stuff like that, just not breakfast sausage.
And I
things
can't
that-
have bacon,
No bacon.
but bacon's like not just breakfast though. That's why I
That
meant.
is majority breakfast. Don't try to circumvent the system.
And you can put
No bacon.
so I can't have quiche because that's eggs.
Oh,
Do you eat quiche for breakfast?
No,
could.
it's eggs.
But that's different.
That's what I'm saying though. Like so, I'm just trying to figure out what
Yeah.
the parameters
Have
are.
foods that you normally eat for breakfast. So if you had scrambled eggs, no scrambled eggs. You have eggs over easy, no. But you can
Well,
have a
see, here's
cake.
the only reason I ask that because I often will put a fried egg on my cheeseburger.
Then you won't be able to do that. Just
no,
gonna be a plain burger.
I don't like this game anymore.
no bacon, no egg.
bacon. No bacon on your burger.
I could still give up the Lucky Charms for a cheeseburger.
Yeah, I suppose I give up breakfast too. It wouldn't be easy, but I suppose I give up breakfast.
Yeah.
Although I really like pancakes, so it's tough.
Yeah,
I think like the real like the coffee would probably be like the like never
Those
having a
cinnamon
coffee.
rolls.
No cinnamon.
Yeah, no donuts. Like
Yeah, no donuts.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, the fourth one. Would you rather try a bizarre food from another country or eat the same meal every day for a year?
Oh, eat the bizarre food.
I'll try the bizarre food.
Yeah, me too.
In fact, when I'm in
I love-
Iceland, I expect to eat weird stuff. It's all.
Oh, that's right. You are going to Iceland.
What's that?
Are you going to Iceland or
Yeah,
you
like 2 months
Oh, see, yeah.
or like a
You-
week.
Make sure before you eat. I hate to say this. I know it's an Instagram thing. I don't care. Take a picture of your food and send it to us.
Oh, I did that when I was in Germany and Switzerland. I took pictures.
Okay.
A couple of times I was like halfway through. I'm like, oh shit, I gotta take a picture. But no, yeah, no, absolutely.
My last, would you rather? Would you rather have unlimited fast food or unlimited free fine dining, but only
Free
once,
dining.
but only once a month?
I still go. I still
The
go.
fine dining, man.
Yeah.
Even if it's once a month, that is like fine dining.
Yeah.
I'd save up for that once a month to make sure I get my bill.
Go to a fine dining buffet.
Yeah, right.
Joseph Michaels, I've been trying bizarre food from another country for years.
Nice. Yep, that's all my questions.
All right, mine are
What would you rather?
philosophical as yours, I guess. Would you rather your name be Frick Bentley or Chump Stuggins?
Frick Bentley.
I'm sorry, Stump Chuggins. Stump Chuggins.
No, I'm still going with Frick Bentley. The first one. It don't sound as bad.
I mean, Frick Bentley sounds like the guy who comes in your house and steals your toilet paper at a party.
I would do that. So yeah, I'll go with the first name. Especially after COVID.
Let's see.
Bring on the unlimited fast food.
Nice. Yeah, I didn't think about it. So you said unlimited fast food. It wasn't like unlimited fast food from one place. It was just in general.
Yeah, just unlimited fast food.
I think I still go to fine dining.
Fine dining? Yeah.
I think that's good. Yeah, and I like fast food though.
Yeah.
Would you rather be rich because of your art or famous because of your art, but you can't be both?
Oh, rich. I don't want to be famous. Yeah, I can't. I've been seeing what things happen to famous people like Shannon Sharp. I'm good.
Sharp.
I'm good. Don't want to be famous at all.
Don't get me wrong with Shannon Sharp. I think a lot of that he brings on himself, but
Absolutely. But the thing is, the fact that he's rich doesn't help him out a lot.
no, it doesn't because he's an idiot.
Yeah.
You ever
So
see?
I'll
I
be
can't
rich.
remember who was that got into it with him because he doesn't know how to park.
What got into what?
Shannon Sharp apparently does not know how to park at all. It's like a horrible parker and they both worked at the same place where they had to share a parking lot, and he was constantly causing issues for everybody else. Okay, last one. Would you rather? Okay, well, let me ask you a question before I do this. Of these three teams, which one do you hate the most? The Packers, the Vikings, or the Bears?
I hate the most. I'm gonna have to say the Bears.
Okay.
The Bears.
The Bears. Would you rather give a TED Talk to 5,000 people that you know vehemently hate you, or have to wager your house and car on the Bears to win the Super Bowl, so you have to root for them.
Give me those peoples.
Give me those people. I'll have that
Give me
TED
those
talk.
peoples.
You have to just be like, look, guys, she's just not that into you.
I can say so many things that they're not gonna like. I don't care. You know, you could put me. Those 5,000 people are all Jordan fans. I would do a TED talk on how to prove that he's not the greatest of all time.
And you still be wrong.
I'll be absolutely correct. So that's your would you rather's.
Those were I only had 3 this week.
Okay. Plus you had 4, but I stole one.
Yeah, you stole one. Yeah, you stole one.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, this is a good one. I thought of that one first. I'm like, this is a good one. And then you opened with them, and you son of a bitch.
Just some quick Void Rivals covers that I pulled. Just this was issue number 9. That might have been that cool issue when he fought him.
Yeah.
Well, I forgot his name already, but it was in the chat.
Yeah.
It began with S.
Yeah, somebody did say it. Joseph Michael said it too.
Yeah. Shattered or Springer.
Maybe-
Thank you.
Springer.
Maybe we should leave. It could be open ended, and then we'll surprise whoever on Sunday if they tune in. if you can figure out which one of these covers Sam doesn't have.
Right. I like this cover because that's like her, but it's like the way that's done. That is a cool cover.
I like that cover a lot.
It's very not Ghost in the Shell, but that kind of that thing.
Yeah, it very is like Ghost in the Shell a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah. I like that one. Is that John Boy? Looks like John Boy.
It might be.
I do like that one too.
I like the way he's posed. Yeah, that's that villain I'm talking about.
Yeah.
That's that dude. I think
I'm
I might
trying to
have.
think where I left off. I think I left off just after they beat him. Like I said, I'm probably about 5 or 6 behind.
I could tell you exactly where I'm at because I don't put the books in my CLZ app until after I read them.
Yeah, well, that's my goal. So I'm going to be home by myself for 2 months. Other than doing artwork, that's my major project is to re-inventory my collection.
Oh, who's the big villain in the Transformers cartoon? What was it called?
You want Megatron?
No.
Unicron?
No, Unicron. No, that wasn't either. No, there was something that they mentioned, like the last issue that they're trying to stop.
I'm on issue 16.
Okay.
Issue 16. So I'm about
That one's
3
not bad.
issue.
Yeah, this was a pretty good one.
I like the simplicity of this one. To
Yes.
say that with all the line work in it, but I like the, I just like the composition.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, that was it. That's so. I pulled some covers real quick.
I'm gonna change my camera.
So
I
again,
don't know. I think this one might have been like my favorite of the ones I got. Like this one might have been the one that, this was I think a second printing. Yeah,
which
second
one do you
printing.
think Sam doesn't have in the chat? And if you're right, we'll give you a duck on Sunday.
I think he has
'Cause I gotta
all
double
of
check, I know he has a
them.
lot of them.
He like Sam was the one who I think went like the craziest for the other John covers. And
Well,
they,
he still buys the number one now that even though they're on like the 15th printing or whatever.
yeah.
He says he doesn't, but we all know what happens when he gets to the counter.
All right, guys. Last duck of the night. While I thank some people like Joseph Michaels, thank you for hanging out and chatting with us the entire show. Sean the Boom Addict, thanks for hanging out. Christina Payne, Humphrey Castro, Space Case Collectible, thank you so much for hanging out. C-Bizzle, of course, was here. Cliff on Comics was here. Everybody else, TM Nerdy stopped in. Like, wow, we have a lot of people in the chat tonight. For Garfwang stopped in tonight. Is that how you
Right
say
on.
it? Garfwang.
A recent winner.
Yeah. Yep. Brian LCS. Who else? Hoffy Castro got a couple ducks. Kenneth Bird was here earlier tonight. Thanks for stopping by, hanging out with the Council of Comics on Fill in the Blanks. So I'll give you 10, 9, 8. Stop. Oh, so I had to mess with the chat. Sorry. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drawing duck number 3. Hoffy Castro could strike all 3. Wow.
Get out of here. Hashtag rigged.
Hashtag rigged. Wow. There it is. Hoffy Castro like called it on all 3 ducks tonight.
Wow.
Congratulations. You got like the Boyd rival run of ducks.
For real. Should we show
Oh, what happened? We lost C-Bizzle?
Did we? We must have.
We must have lost
Back?
C-Bizzle. Is he coming back?
I don't know.
Not sure.
Well, here, I can show you what I did well.
Yeah, let's see.
Hopefully it comes back.
You guys, I wanted to just say, like, oh.
No, go ahead.
Oops, nope, that wasn't it.
Where'd he go?
Yeah, okay, that makes you, I had to get you big. You'll give him a chance to come back, because I wanted to say, you guys had, like, I think your best fill in the blanks tonight. You both looked really
I
good.
don't know if you can. It's going to show up very well. Hold on, let's stick that out. I still got some coloring and fun.
Oh,
stuff to do.
yeah, that looks really good.
So, yeah.
Yeah, that looks very good. Like I said, I think you guys had, like, your best covers tonight on fill in the blanks.
I think we might be right.
So, oh man, come on back, C-Bizzle. We'll give him a few like seconds.
I'm yelling at him in his own, on the chat here, but I don't know, maybe. Well, you know what? Let me check and see how Detroit's doing. Maybe he got pissed off. Survey said, "Oh, they lost."
They lost.
They
Oh
lose by
man.
3, so maybe hopefully that's not the reason.
Oh, okay. So yeah, next fill in the blanks is May 15th, 7 p.m. They are doing Transformers this time. So
Please send me an idea, somebody, because I have no idea what to do for that one.
Oh, for Transformers, you
Yeah.
could do Optimus Prime or Megatron or
I think I'm leaning Megatron, but I don't know.
Shockwave, Starscream. They're all in there.
Yeah, I know.
But fill in the blanks is Thursday, 8 p.m. 2 weeks. So yeah, I don't know if C-Bizzle's making it back. But for myself, the green shirt guy, C-Bizzle,
C-Bizzle, I hope you're still out there and okay.
we hope you're fine and we hope you're okay. And from all of us, we'll see you guys Sunday for Film and Box Office News. I don't have the, I have to get it. Hang on.
Don't be so depressed when you're done with that movie.
Oh man,
That movie is depressing. I haven't seen
the
it,
movie is.
It's not a happy movie. But yeah, I like Robin Williams, so I'll get into it again, I suppose.
Oh yeah, what dreams may? Here, I'll present it. We'll put it up there. What dreams may come Sunday, 5 p.m. I don't think I'll be here for that.
Oh no?
No, I think I'm going to the Yankee game that day.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, I'll be at the Yankee game. So, but I watched that very recently and I liked it. So I wonder what. I don't know what the other 2 movies are either.
Well, that's what I'm wondering too, because if he picks Good Will Hunting, which I think he should, because it's the one.
Good Will
he got an Oscar
Hunting.
for.
Yeah, Good Will Hunting would be great. Oh wait, he's coming back.
I was thinking about doing Matt Damon, which is a Good Will Hunting as well. You didn't leave
Yeah,
the
Matt-
Pistons, did you?
Oh, I left because thanks for the spoiler.
I thought you were watching it.
No,
My
My
bad,
camera-
I'm sorry.
my camera went out.
Oh, okay.
For some reason, it wonked out on me. I don't know why.
We were worried about you.
Yeah.
So, yeah. That is Sunday, 5 p.m., 2 p.m. Pacific. Robin Williams, What Dreams May Come. I hope it's Good Will Hunting. I was thinking
I
that,
hope
like,
that's
Good
one of them.
Will Hunting and 1 hour photo would be like some serious.
Or what's the one where he's the villain and it takes place in the Arctic? And the sun never goes down. What the heck is that one? You know what I'm talking about? It's him and De Niro, or no, him and Pacino. I'm sorry.
Oh, I don't know. I'm not sure that one.
It's a remake of a Swedish one, and it takes place in the Arctic, basically in Alaska, and the sun never goes down. You know, during parts of the year, it's during that time of the year, and he's a killer. And I think, if I remember correctly, Pacino's trying to get to. It's wild.
Okay. And New Keys and Hot Comics is going to be Monday, May 5th, Cinco de Mayo, episode 140.
I don't like that one.
You don't like that one?
This one's not doing it for me.
What the thumbnail?
Yeah, it's okay.
It's all right. I like the other ones better. It was
I liked the
more.
one from like 3 weeks ago. That was real good.
Yeah, it was more vibrant.
Keep doing that one.
So, C-Bizzle, like Green Shirt Guy just showed his.
Oh yeah, show yours.
Yeah, so show your yeah, look at that. Like show yours again. Like check out Green Shirt Guys. Like both of yours have
really
like
good.
Yeah, you guys have like some great
There's
covers.
some more shadows in there, but
Yeah.
Great covers this week on Fill in the Blanks. So for myself, the Green Shirt Guy, C-Bizzle, Cliff, Sam, the rest of the Council of Comics, and you guys out there watching, thank you so much. And we will
don't
see you.
let friends buy JRJR.
We will see you later. Have a good night, everybody.
Make the brightest day. Where are the heroes?